Hi, good afternoon, Dr. Stansel. My name is Chingwen Candice Ma. Today is September 7th, and I am going to be doing the aseptic technique and culturing microbes lab part 1. So first, I disinfected my working area with bleach. Then I labeled one of the cups I have here with alcohol. I filled it with alcohol, and here is one of my pipettes with alcohol in it. Next, I'm just going to light one of these candles that I need for my lab. Also, I already labeled the nutrient broth just to save some time. So first, I am going to I'm going to get my E. coli vial here, to put it here. I'm just going to make sure that all the alcohol is out of my pipette. Then I'm going to pick up the nutrient broth that I labeled with E. coli. I'm just gonna pass the lip of the E. coli broth across the flame of the candle just to sterilize it. Okay. Next, I'm just gonna put it down here, and then I'm going to do the same thing with the E. coli vial. Okay. Next, I'm just going to pipette 0.25 milliliters of the broth from the nutrient vial tube into the culture vial, but I am just going to be very carefully and gently not touching the pipette to the sterile tube that I just cleaned. Next, I'm just going to place the cap on here. And shake it until the tablet inside dissolves. Okay, now I'm just going to transfer all of the liquid in here into the nutrient broth. Just make sure this one is capped. And I already labeled this one as the E. coli. Okay. Now I'm going to place the pipette back into the alcohol. Just clean it. Now I am going to do the same thing for the Staphylococcus epidermidis. And this one is the nutrient broth that I already labeled. So I'm just going to put the flame on this one to sterilize the tip of the vial. Okay. Next, I'm going to open the vial of the Staph epidermidis. And I am going to sterile this one as well. Okay, I'm going to make sure that there's no alcohol left in my pipette. I'm going to pipette 0.25 milliliters of the broth into the vial. gonna shake this one. This one seems a tad dry, so I'm just going to add a little bit more of the broth because it's getting stuck to the sides of the vial. Okay, that's better. Now I'm just going to pipette everything from the vial into the nutrient broth. Okay, this one I already labeled as epidermitis. Just make sure that the top is on. Okay. Just gonna clean my pipette in the alcohol. And next, I already started the prep for this one, so I just added, I opened the yeast and I added half a teaspoon of the yeast powder with 1/4 cup of warm water, and it's getting a little bit frothy already, and it's been about 10 minutes. So, and it's ready. And I just labeled another nutrient broth with S. cerevisiae. So I'm going to do the same thing. I am just going to prep the nutrient broth just over the flame to sterilize it. I'm going to clean my pipette one more time with alcohol. Make sure there's no alcohol left in the pipette. Okay. Then I'm going to pipette 0.25 milliliters of the yeast mixture from the cup into the broth tube. Okay. So after I transfer the yeast solution, I'm just going to flame the lip of the broth tube again to sterilize it before I put the cap back on. Okay. Okay, this one is labeled already. So now we're all done with the candle. So now I'm just going to clean my pipette with the alcohol. I'm going to clean up my supplies and wash down my workstation with the bleach. So I am going to put the 3 nutrient broth test tubes in my incubation location upright for 48 hours. And once the 48 hours are up, I am going to see if I see any growth. So if the cultures develop, I would see if it's cloudy at the bottom of the test tube. And if there's no sign of growth, then I will incubate it for an additional 24 hours. And right now I'm going to take some pictures that I need for my lab report. Thank you.